Looking at awards for August, Garrett Cole, as I got to see up close and personal, your winner for Pitcher of the Month for the American League. You can see he pitched really well. His last start was against me, and yeah, got that fifth win, ERA, very, very nice. JD Martinez, your player of the month, batting 350, 12 home runs, 35 runs driven in. Unfortunately, the Angels lack pitching, at least at this part of the season, so it hasn't really manifested in wins. And then your rookie, hey, look, it's a Tiger, Colt Keith. 339, 2 home runs, 9 runs driven in. Looking in the National League, the Giants, 273, 3 home runs, 15 runs driven in for that young star. Manny Machado, again, someone else that I got to experience over the course of the month. 9 home runs, 18 runs driven in, bag 353. And then, oh, look, I'm shocked. I don't think anyone's heard of this guy. Pitcher of the month, a guy named Shohei Ohtani. Interesting. 5-0, ERA of 1.5. And I can assure you, he probably could have been player of the month too, because he had a game with 9 runs driven in. And in our series, he had, let's just say that he was quite the nuisance, as expected. League leaders, we got some races down the stretch. Alvarez in an interesting spot. So he has the best batting average to this point in the American League. Soto hot on his heels. Yoshida and Trout also there. The one that makes me depressed though is Eloy Jimenez. He's still been hitting well since he got traded to the Guardians. It's almost like the Guardians adding a big bat with prospects somehow made them worse. I don't understand. You get more production and you lose more. Don't get it. Anyway, home runs, Jimenez still leading the American League. Jordan is 3 behind. Don't think he'll end up getting the Triple Crown, but something to keep an eye on. Royce Lewis, a little bit of a surprise, 36 home runs. I know he has some pop, but I wasn't expecting that. And then JD Martinez, nice addition for the Angels. If you remember at the very start of this franchise, me and David talked about putting certain players in certain spots that hadn't signed, and JD Martinez we put on the Angels. So I figured, oh, they spend a lot of money on bats. Let's put him there. Huge, huge addition because he leads the league in runs batted in. Jordan's second. Don't think he'll catch him. We'll see. Jimenez, 100. Gunnar Henderson, man, he's having quite the season. Just he's kind of slowed down over the second half, but his first half was crazy. He's got 99, so he'll top 100. Judge, probably no surprise, will top 100 as well. What else we got? Pitching wise, Garrett Cole leading the American League. No surprise there. He's got 18, so that Cy Young is looking pretty good. Valdez second. Corbin Burns third with 15. Saves, Matt Moore. Very surprised, but see 5 blown saves. I mean, for if you're an Angels fan, you'd be thrilled with that. 46 out of 51, because I'm sure that's really not what the bullpen looks like, or even getting the save opportunity because the bullpen blows it so much. So a surprise there. Abreu second with 43. Fairbanks 42. ERA sub 2. Garrett Cole has been really, really good. Hey, look at this guy. Familiar face. 2.6 in second place. Pablo Lopez injured now. Let's see. Big loss for Minnesota. One of the reasons why they started to fall back to earth. And then you've got Means and Burns. So 2 guys up there in the top 10. K's, DeGrom, no surprise there. Cole second with 161, and then Burns and Castillo. Like pretty much these 3 here just interchange. It's like they take turns having a big game, but pretty much interchangeable. And then Cole is 7th with 152. Maybe he'll crack the top 5. Whip Cole sub 1 by a wide margin, 0.82. Jeez. Yeah, not having Lopez hurts. Castillo 3rd, Skubal 4th, and then Scherzer who's in kind of this weird role of starting and pitching out the bullpen, tied with Mike for fifth. Looking at the National League, Nolan Jones continues to be up there. I'm sure playing at Coors helps some, but he's been a mainstay in the batting average race. Stone Garrett actually has been better going to San Diego. No surprise, they're a tougher ballpark to hit in, but more protection than playing in Washington. So he's getting better pitches to hit, I'm assuming. Luis in third, so this should be a fun race between these three guys. The crazy thing is Alonso is batting 309, which is shocking to me, and then Matt Olson 301. Not that I think Olson is a bad batter, but when you have mass power like these guys have had, the fact that they bat so well, like you're getting that Albert Pujols type season, Mike Trout, where they're able to hit the ball and get on base with power, scary. Trey Turner fifth, pulled hammy. Sure, Philly has enough to not have to worry about that. Home runs, Olson going to compete with Ohtani for the MVP. He's got 41, so he's definitely slugging his way to a great season. Ozuna, very quiet, 33 home runs. Christian Walker as well. See Shohei with 32, a group of them. Pete and Duvall. Mookie Betts with 30. Gorman, extremely quiet. At one point, he was fifth, sitting at 27. I mean, it's not far away from 32, but he has struggled. We'll talk about that in a minute. Runs batted in. Only two guys with 100 at this point, Olson and Ohtani. Others will join. I'm sure that Duvall will get that very quickly. Machado will break 100 as well. Cool thing about the Braves, you can see in the top eight spots, potentially 4 players with over 100 runs driven in. Big reason why they've won so many games. Stolen bases, going to point this out because this is us. Tommy Edman leading the National League in stolen bases with 43. I've never had any player lead the league in stolen bases, so this will be a cool thing. I don't know, maybe Edman will make a franchise Hall of Fame at some point. We'll have to see about that. This is probably my last year having him, unless I want to try to rob from the Dodgers in MLB 25. I'm going to go down the list here because there is someone else that should be here. I don't know how far down I have to go. There we go. Victor Scott with 13. I'm sure Victor Scott will factor into MLB 25, but as it stands now, he's been very productive for us off the bench. So pitching wise, this is definitely our strong suit. Also the Phillies, you see Suarez with 17 leading the National League. A group of guys with 15. Ohtani, no surprise. Wheeler, no surprise. Strider, no surprise. And then you've got a bigger group at 14. A couple of Cardinals mixed in there. Miles leading charge. Saves, Alvarado first. Helsley somehow was caught up to him. Maybe it's because the Phillies they just start blowing people out instead of coming back to win games. Phillips third. Not as many save opportunities, I'm sure, because the Dodgers definitely blow people out. Ginkel fourth. Interesting. ERA, very favorable for the Cardinals. Lance Lynn, Miles in an ERA race here. 2.29, 2.42. Miles has been pitching better than Lynn, so I don't know over the last couple of starts if he'll be able to pass him. Wheeler right there as well, too. And then Sonny Gray, 2.53. Like what I've gotten out of him, especially in the second half of the season. Got Darvish 6. Yamamoto's been a mainstay, but he's kind of fallen off over the last month, I'd say. And then Ohtani lurking with a 3, which is definitely not bad at all, especially given all that he gives you at the plate, too. Strikeouts, of course, Ohtani's up there. Like, he's probably going to be the MVP. Wouldn't be surprised. Strider second, and then there's a gap. You got Yamamoto, Peralta, Snell, Senga. Probably going to start here pretty soon. Senga's been a mainstay. It's been like back and forth between him and Snell. You got Nola there too. Even Sonny Gray. Wow, 167 by Gray. I don't think I've ever had someone finish top 10 in strikeouts. Interesting. Let's see if that happens. That'd be pretty cool. Whip, Gibson leading the way, which is a surprise. because I feel like of my 5 starters, he's the guy I have the least amount of confidence in, but somehow he's pitched the best. I guess in this, at least with this metric, Sonny Gray second, Miles third. Like it. Lynn was sub 1 for a bit, but he's starting to slide back. We'll see, how he finishes the season, but still, top 5, 4 of your rotation is in there. That's a big reason why we've won the games that we've won. And then pitching WAR, look at that. Miles, number 1, 5, love it. Sonny Gray, 4th, Lynn. Ohtani. Well, Ohtani's an interesting one. So he's 4.3 there. Batting, 4.4. Very valuable player, huh? But number 1 would be Betts. Olsen, of course. Olsen has been amazing, as has Alonso. Still, the fact that these two guys are batting over 300 is wild to me. Maybe more so Alonso batting over 300 than Olsen, because Olsen he's in a better lineup, so you'd imagine his protection should be pretty good.